Good morning. So, this is going to be kind of a deeply personal video, and this is how I defeated my corn addiction, okay? Let me adjust my steering wheel, be nice and cozy here. But this is how I defeated my corn addiction, right? So, I'll tell you about how it all started for me, right? So, it started for me when I was young, too. I was about, and just to, I don't know how this came to me, but I always was like hypersexual. It was weird, even when I was like a kid, right? It was really weird, man. I don't know where the hell that came from. This is before I ever watched porn or anything, and I kind of went through puberty very early. But anyway, the first corn I ever watched was on HBO. It was like on HBO, and I was like, by accident. I was about 11. But long story short, that led me into a really terrible corn addiction that lasted for a very long time. And to be completely honest, it lasted for me until about 2 years ago, where like I don't at all watch that crap, like not at all. But that it started for me. I started like when Cornhub came, or this is about the Cornhub time, around 2005, 2006, right? And I used to watch a lot of corn videos, right? For me, it was a way to like numb myself, I guess. My parents got divorced. How old? I was 12 years old. They got divorced in 2004, and that was the first time I went into a depression. That's when my like depression and all that started. So it took me a very long time to realize why I was watching corn in the first place, right? And it's sad, but I'm gonna be very brutally honest. I'm a pretty honest person, bro. And like, you can say it's pathetic or anything, but like, I used to pretend those actresses were like my like woman, bro. Because I always dealt with like just like this deep longing and loneliness for like love of my life, which I still haven't found yet, right? But it took me a while to realize why I was doing that. It was just like it was a way to numb myself out. I was already really depressed then. I grew up really poor. I had like I'm sure I had like I have ADHD. I had certain psychological things going on, and I was in like a really harsh environment. Grew up in a very harsh environment. Seen a lot. I've been like shot at, all kind of shit. But it was really sad. But the reason I watched corn, is because I was just it was a deep loneliness and longing. And like I said, I would pretend the actresses were like my like woman. I would have my favorite actress on there. And I know it sounds pathetic, but I'm just being truthful, man. It's probably it just to give you insight. If you're addicted to that crap, you addicted to that, you still watching that crap, bro. Like that's more than likely where it stems from. Either that or you're numbing yourself out. But it lasted for me from what 12 to 32, like a long time, a very long time, right? And like it was like I said, it was like a way for me to like numb myself. It was a way for me to like just escape from like reality, I guess. And it was something that dominated my life for the longest time. Like, it dominated my life for like so long. I got to a point when I hit 32, right? That 32, this is in 2023. Like, that was just like a year that my whole life changed forever. But I forgot where I heard this, but someone said it's like, you're not addicted to that, bro. Like, you're not addicted to that. You gotta figure out why you're doing it. And it was weird, but that was the conclusion I came to. I was like, I don't even like this shit. Like, I don't even like watching corn, bro. I don't like it. You think about it, you're watching other people have sex, bro. Like, first and foremost, try not to judge yourself too much, but it's like pathetic, dude. It is. It's really pathetic, and it took me a while to kind of like realize that, and notice the amount of shame you feel afterwards, right? You feel like a lot of like shame, and it also at the same time it like you won't actually go out and approach actual women because you have like 100 girlfriends at your house on your on your smartphone, So it on top of that, I was smoking weed at the time. So I was like, dude, my motivation and all that was just tanked, dude. It ruins your testosterone levels. And like, I don't care what people say. They're like, oh, it's not a big, it is a big deal, bro. You don't understand how it like psychologically ruins you too. It ruins you psychologically, bro. It turns you into like less of a man. It really does. So like, I would suggest if you're struggling with that, find out why you're doing that. You know, more than likely you have a deep longing or a loneliness. I know right now, like, the dating market's really difficult. It can be rather difficult, you know. Even like if you're a good looking, like, fit dude, you know, it's still like difficult, man, because social media kind of changed like people's perceptions and their expectations, and you know, it made dating really hard. But yeah, anyway, when I hit 32, that's, I had an epiphany. I'm like, bro, like, you have a deep longing, you feel lonely, bro. And that was your way to like escape yourself, man. And then from that point on, I never watched Korn again. Never watched it again. Like, never watched it again. Here's another thing that might help you as well, right? Let's say if you have like a sister or something, right? Because I have a sister. You know, I actually have 3 sisters. But my full sister, and I have 2 half sisters, live in Oakland. But anyway, imagine if you went on one of those sites and you saw your sister on there or something, bro, or your girlfriend or something like that, bro. Like, you start looking at it like that, man, like, just to kind of get you off of that, to be like, dude, what am I doing? You know, you wouldn't want to have your daughter on one of those sites, bro. And they, like, I hate how they push it. And like, in society now, it's like normalized. It's totally normalized. Like, at least, you know, when I was like growing up, it was like, yeah, it was still looked at as like pathetic. Now you'll see people with like brazzers on their license plate, bro. It's like, it's like an agenda being pushed, man, on a lot of young men, you know. And it's a great way to destroy you. It usually starts young, bro, and it like programs your mind at such a young age. It's a freaking agenda that's being pushed, bro. Like, don't fall for it, man. If you're like, don't be ashamed, man. First of all, don't you feel shame within yourself, and like, if that helps you quit too, you know, you should be ashamed. But like, honestly, man, like, don't go with this agenda, man. It's like, it's ruining your mind. Like, that crap is ruining your mind. It's so toxic, bro. And it's keeping you from actually going out there and actually finding the woman of your dreams, bro. Or like meeting with the woman of your dreams. You know, I you know, my theory, deep dive, is it's a total like agenda being pushed, bro. Especially for like depopulation, and especially for messing up like the dynamic between men and women. So you find out why you're doing it, and more than likely it's because you have a deep loneliness and a deep longing for like actual romantic relationship, bro. That's usually what it is. That's what it was for me. But how did I stop my corn addiction? That's what I did. I realized, why am I doing this, bro? What, like, it's something I feel so ashamed of. I wouldn't tell people I'm doing this, you know, because I'm ashamed, bro. Like, I felt like complete shame, you know. And it's been over 2 years. I don't watch that crap no more. Like, I don't even look at Instagram models, bro. None of that. Like, I used to have a bunch of Instagram models on my IG. I deleted all that, bro. Like, all that crap. You know, like, I deleted all of it. It's so toxic for you, bro. Don't dim your light with that, because it's definitely an agenda that they're pushing on a lot of young men. If you're younger, like, if you're like in your teens or something, man, like, you know, heed my warning, bro, and stop now, because it does damage your mind, bro. It takes a while for you to reset, and then you can start looking back. I'm like, bro, what was I doing, man? But if you're addicted to that, you know, like, you could quit. You just got to see the reason why you're doing it, because there's an underlying reason why, and more than likely it's like a longing or a loneliness. But if you need help with that, or, you know, you could just like hit me up, bro. Like, you just hit me up and just talk to me about it. Like, I can walk you through it. You know, how I actually like stopped and what I put my focus on. But yeah, hopefully y'all have a great day. And yeah, that's the story about my corn addiction, and like what I realized that helped me quit. Hope you have a great day, and peace.